Hi everybody. This is Patrick Nel Mabile. I'm your author, speaker, life coach. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my channel. I've got just want to introduce one of my best friends here. I've known this guy for over 20 years. He's got so much wisdom, and I just saw him, I met him, and I thought to myself, you know what, let me just, drain a little bit of knowledge from him and hear what he has to say. I've got a few questions here for him. Silas, his name is Silas Bafetu. Silas, can you just say hi to everybody and welcome to my channel? How are you?
Hi everyone.
Are you good? I'm good. Welcome. Thank you. Don't be nervous, my brother. It's just
no, I'm not.
Wonderful. So we decided that today we're going to speak about one of the most things that we believe our country lacks today. But that is my opinion. We have a lot of people, we have a lot of leaders, we have a lot of fathers, brothers, people that have that leadership quality skills, but they are afraid to come forward. So today we thought we make a video about leadership, just to hear what other people have to say. You also can leave your comments below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and subscribe. We're just going to do a short video quickly to make sure that everything is clear. So my brother Silas, I just have a few questions for you. What, in your opinion, and I'm not talking about what you have read in the dictionary. I know you read a lot, what you've read in the books. I want your own personal opinion. What do you think the word leadership means, in your opinion?
I think leadership begins with self. The ability and capacity to lead your own life. You cannot lead a group of people or an organization if you are failing to lead your own life. For me, that's what I think leadership is. Obviously, it's about leading. So before you can lead anyone, you have to be able to lead your own life, to lead yourself, and that's where it starts, and also, a lot of time we think that leadership is for certain people. Personally, I believe that everyone can lead, in their own respective fields, or whatever you are busy with. That's where leadership starts. You start by leading yourself with whatever that you are doing. Yes, of course you can be under someone, and or taking orders from someone, or instructions from someone. It doesn't mean that because you are being led you can't be a leader. You lead from that which you are doing.
So basically it starts with you.
It starts with you.
If you cannot lead yourself, how do you expect somebody else to lead you?
Exactly.
Because you don't know the meaning of the word.
Yes.
That means if you cannot be led, then you don't know the meaning. You cannot be a leader yourself.
You can't be a leader.
Thank you very much for that. So I think you've touched a little bit on it, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. In your opinion, what makes a good leader?
For me, the first thing would be vision. Leadership is about obviously you have to have an end goal in mind. It means you are going somewhere.
You have to be a visionary.
Yes, you have to be a visionary. You have to have a vision. You have to be goal orientated. You have to have integrity, which is very important.
Oh, yes.
I have to emphasize that integrity, which is very important.
But most of our leaders today, I'm not going into politics. I'm just talking about the word integrity.
Let me touch a little bit on that. There's a difference between being in a position of power and being a leader. Not everyone that's on a position of power is a leader. It doesn't necessarily make you a leader. Leadership is about leading. So if you are in a position of power and there's no one following you, who are you leading?
I was just thinking about the following part. That most people are in the position of power, but nobody's following.
And the people that you claim that you are leading are rejecting you, does that make you a leader? No, you are not a leader. You know, you just happen to be in a position of power. You know, and that is I think that is very important. That's something that we need to understand, you know. Unfortunately today we have so many people in position of power, or in position of authority that are not necessarily that don't necessarily have leadership qualities, you know, and that is the problem we have today, you know, in so many organizations, in societies, and, you know, our communities.
Oh wow, thank you so much. Now, one of the questions that could potentially harm you, so if you are able to answer, that would be great. But just your opinion. We're not putting any names on it, we're not putting any labels, no person on it. I just want to know, do you think that this country has good leadership? We're not putting any names, any tags, any political parties, nothing, or any whatever. We're just asking a question to you. Do you think this country has good leadership?
I don't want to be political, but yes, I believe that, you know, there's a lot of good leaders, you know, with good qualities in our country. Most of them, unfortunately, mostly I see them in business, you know, not so many in politics, mostly are in business. And I think...
so what you're saying is, most of what the qualities that you see of leadership are based on business. You don't see that in any politics and
no. What I'm saying is that we do have good leaders. You know, obviously some are politicians, but mostly good leaders that I know are business people. You know, and you know, I don't want to name anyone.
Yeah,
yeah, but I see a lot of good leaders in business that I think, you know, if they were to lead the country, they would do a much more better job, you know, in leading the country.
Okay, thank you so much. We're not gonna put you on on risk anymore. We're just gonna continue. So, who would you consider? Just anybody, either in the world, in business, anybody that you've seen, that you've known, or even interacted with, who would you consider a great leader?
Myself. I'm kidding.
It's not a problem to be a great leader, to consider yourself a great leader.
Yeah, I'm on my way there. You know, I have there's a couple of people that I look up to, leaders, in business, in politics, you know, and for me, who?
Just one person. It can be in business, it can be in politics.
Okay, I'll start in politics, and obviously I don't want, you know...
You don't have to go into details, yes, just give me the name.
For me, the former president, Thabo Mbeki, you know, he's...
a great leader.
He's one of the leaders that I look up to.
Yeah.
And yeah, even up to today, you know, I still look up to him.
I think that's a man of wisdom. Yeah,
he's got so much wisdom, that man, and I think a lot of times he's misunderstood. Yeah, so yeah, without not going too much into details. Yeah, so he's one of the you know, leaders that I look up to in Africa, and again in politics, yes. Kofi Annan is the lead, I think he passed
former
away.
UN,
yes, former UN secretary, general secretary, yes. Also, he's one of the people that are, you know, I think, you know, he had so much wisdom. Yeah, and
well, 2 is enough. Thank you.
Let's just stop it there.
Yeah.
I think those are the, you know, 2 people that, you know.
I think even for me personally, President Thabo Mbeki is one of the best presidents we've ever had, in my opinion. And I love politics. I'm not that much into politics, but I think that man I admire him for his courage and for a lot of things that he has done. We won't go that much into other things, but you know what he's done. So just one last question. This is unscripted. Just unscripted. What is your opinion on coronavirus?
Well,
just in 30 seconds, what is your opinion on coronavirus?
You know, my opinion on the novel virus is that I think you know, there's so many speculations at the moment, and you know, it would help us a lot if we can listen to experts, you know, people that know a lot about you know, this type of things, you know, and so for now everyone is being told, you know, to stay home, stay, you know, safe, wash your hands, you know. So I think let's do that. You know, each and every person must, you know, play their part, you know, to help, you know, to help and contain the spread of the virus, you know. So until we get to a point where, you know, we know exactly what this thing is, you know, and how to treat it or cure it, or, you know, if there is a vaccine, you know, there's you know, I think almost all the countries, you know, are working on some sort of cure or vaccine, you know, to yes, you know.
Thank you very much for giving us your opinion. And it was really inspiring to be talking to you. We talk all the time, but you know, there are certain things that we never touch on, and it is great to know that you've got so much wisdom. I appreciate you. Thank you for allowing me to interview.
Thank you.
And hopefully in the future we can work together and do something together. Thank you so much for watching my channel. That was my brother, my friend, Silas. And just to summarize a little bit, you know, leadership is not it's not always outside. It's not always about you being in the position of authority. You can be in the position of authority and still not be a leader. It has to be from inside, he says. And I agree with him on a couple of points as well. And he says, stay home. COVID-19, wash your hands, make sure you wear your mask. We could not do the interview with the mask. Don't worry, we've got the aircon, and we're not infecting each other with anything. So thank you very much for watching. Silas, where do they find you? Do you have social media, Facebook, Instagram? They can find you on Facebook.
Facebook, yeah. Silas Palwani on Facebook.
Yeah. Instagram?
No. Just Facebook.
He doesn't want you guys to find him on Instagram. I don't know what he's hiding, but it's
not
fine.
Hiding anything. on both platforms.
On both platforms.
Silas Palwani, Instagram, Lesotho Silas. Yeah, Twitter, Lesotho Silas. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Remember, Silas Palwani on Facebook. You can follow him there. This is your author, Patrick Neomabileta, on Facebook. Please like our video. Subscribe below if you haven't subscribed, and we thank you for your time. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Bye.
Cheers.